and forced him to fornicating, and a baby comes up maybe, and he's pressured to marry that woman. He doesn't love the woman, but because he impregnated her, the family has come together and forced him to marry. What advice would you give those singles that are trusting God for spouses?
Um, let's not get married for the wrong reasons. If you're, let's become Christians and let's wait on the Lord. Because I've seen the families whose foundations are from God. Those families don't break.
Yep.
Their marriages stand. But we see other families, you can see that you got married because the lady got pregnant, or the lady accepted the guy because the guy has money, you know. Because right now, the singles and the youths, they are chasing for a lifestyle.
Yes.
A social media lifestyle.
Lifestyle,
Yes,
yeah.
that's what they are looking for. And that's why they're finding themselves where I found myself. Yeah.
Okay.
Social media is putting too much pressure on people to live a life that is not theirs, that they haven't lived, that they haven't arrived at yet.
Yeah.
They want to be something that they're not. And most of the people on social media anyway are just posting highlights of their life. They're not posting the low times. They don't post the real stuff. They just post what looks good.
And most of the things they use are rented.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff is rented. A lot. We saw a lady, she would rent just 5 minutes inside a private jet to take photos. Just for you go to the airport, you take 5 minutes private jet, you'll rent a limo. Yeah, it's a photo op. you,
Yeah.
you take pictures, you take videos, you put them all over social media. People really think you're living the life. Your followership goes up, and it's all fake it till you make it. So don't be stressed when you see people in social media think, and you think that this person is really living large, but you don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And if they didn't get where they've gotten by God,
Mm-hmm.
through Yeshua specifically, if they didn't get there through him and by living by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God, then they're suffering, because it is only the blessing of the Lord that makes rich, and he adds no sorrow to it. But if the kingdom of darkness gives you something, every time Satan gives you with his right hand, he's stealing from you with his left.
Yeah.
And there will be no peace. There will be sicknesses. There will be diseases. There will be covenants. There will be nightmares. There will be stresses that you have not taken into consideration yet.
Yeah. We're going to
Could
talk
you tell
about.
us about some of those things? Like, yes, you were able to secure these guys. You were getting big clients.
Even experienced that before going to a man. So when a man goes in, they will say, there's another man here.
See?
Yeah.
So there's a long list of negative things that takes place. It is only the blessing of the Lord that makes rich, and he adds no sorrow to it. That's the only kind of blessing where there's no sorrow connected to it. But every celebrity you'll see out there, I don't care if it's Kim Kardashian, I don't care if it's Kanye, I don't care if it's Drake or Jay-Z or Beyonce, they are going through hell, because Satan does not give anything for free. You will pay dearly. I'm talking about a Beyonce probably sleeping with the CEO of Universal Records, who is, Lucian Grainge, an old, dirty man. You know what I mean? But very wealthy and very powerful. And he sees you and you're sexy, and he says, I want that one. You have to come. Why? He's a billionaire. This guy owns everything. This guy can snap his fingers, and that's the end of your career. You understand? So she's had to do some filthy, repulsive things to get up to the top. So when you see these people posing in Dubai, and how come they never pose with the old, dirty man that is sponsoring the trip? They always pose by themselves. The devil will never show you the fine print of the contract.
Yeah.
He only shows you the highlights, the good, the sitting in the back seat of the Rolls Royce. But he does not show you the sicknesses, the diseases. Now you're taking pills. Now you're suffering pain. Now you're being choked to death in a dream.
Yeah.
There's a lady I know, for her, she has a kid, a spiritual kid.
Oh,
She
wow.
carried the pregnancy. In real life, when you look at her, she's okay. But when she sleeps, She knows she's pregnant. And
Wow.
she even went to labor and the kid disappeared.
Wow.
Yeah, now at night, she would go breastfeed the kid and then come back.
That's the same thing as that girl I told you about, the one who was a devil worshipper in the same school I was.
Right.
She would,
Yeah, she had
yes,
spiritual children.
yes, she had
Oh,
spiritual
yes.
children.
Oh, yes.
She had 4 spiritual children.
People
Yes.
don't know the
And she
full
would go
implication.
and breastfeed them.
They don't understand the full implication of what is possible spiritually. They don't understand the implication of what takes place during sexual immorality, the extent of the sick things that can take place. They can take your seed and make something out of it. And that thing that they're making is an abomination. And God never intended it to exist, but you're the one who went and volunteered your seed. So you see, there's possibilities in the spirit realm that men have not taken into account. Ladies don't realize these things. All they see is the enticing pull of the lifestyle. You see, so they'll look at TikTok, they're looking at social media. The enemy knows how to advertise the highlights and hide the evil.
Yeah, we are going to talk about also witchcraft in marriages, because given us that grace, as wives, we are home builders, but wives can also break their homes. So if the foundation is good, the home will stand. If the foundation is in Christ Jesus, that home cannot be broken. But again, if you allow the enemy to come in through witchcraft, because your friends will tell you that kind of husband, to tame him, you need to get some spiritual help, and they will take you to other altars, which are not altars of God. Because I remember my grandmother used to give love potions to married women to tame their men and to make them be responsible to take care of their children, because some men in their homes don't provide. So and they go out and spend the money with other women. So these wives would go and get love potions to tame these men. And among the things I remember that were disgusting, they would tell them to feed the men on menstrual blood and poop, baby's poop. They get the poop, dry it, make it look like curry powder, and put it in the man's soup, and with herbs, and make declarations to bind him to the family. Now the man is bound. If he doesn't want to love the family, he's now bound to loving it. But they don't know that by doing so, even if the man is going to come back, he's going to come back, but the enemy is going to bring again another problem, because the devil cannot solve your problem without bringing another. He wants to keep you going there to the altar. Like she said, my grandmother would not give you a permanent solution. She would give you something that will solve this problem, but again bring another problem. So he will come, and then they will take the resources. So he's there, he loves you, he's there for the children, but now he's crippled financially. He cannot support. So you go back again and say, now he came back, everything is okay, but again, the finances. So they will now prepare some more herbs to bind the man again, even further. And they'll tell you, okay, if you mix these herbs, he